Hi folks, I got a box. A very exciting box. This is a box I've been waiting to get for 7 years, Laura. I'm saying this to my wife behind the camera. You can say hello, Laura.
Hello.
And also, I don't know when I'll be posting this, probably after Christmas, so hope you had a good Christmas, hence all this. But 7 years ago, 2 days ago, whatever the date is today, 17th of December, 17 years ago, I played my friend Rob's Martin OM28 when we played at Jimi Hendrix's flat. Bit of a clang there, but it's true. And I fell in love with that guitar, always wanted one. And I had quite a big birthday this year, 2024, and asked my family and friends to kind of, if you want to get me anything, contribute to getting the guitar on for 7 years. So thank you, Laura, for being one of the contributors, one of the big ones. So anyway, enough talking. You can see it's a Martin. I said I want an OM28. I've wanted one for ages. I haven't got a knife with me, so have I got a pick? Yeah, hopefully the pick will, here we go. So, I've been waiting 5 hours nearly to get this opened. And our little boy is at nursery, so otherwise it would have been carnage trying to do it. Oh, another case, Laura. It's going to be good, isn't it? Okay. So excited. All right, this will be sped up. Let's open it. It's like Christmas morning. You've got the Martin. Nice, nice. Okay. I haven't seen this. Big thank you to Westside Distribution for getting this over to me, and thank you to Lynn at Martin in the States. I feel like I've missed one. I feel like I've missed one. No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Have I missed one?
There.
Oh, right. The case is flirting.
May I get closer?
Please do, sweetheart. Oh. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Gracious me, it's got all the bits and bobs. Oh. Oh my goodness. Question is, will it be in tune? Wow. You right there, girl? Wow, I will mic this up properly and so you can hear it properly, but yeah, I've wanted this for so long and I can't believe I actually have it. This is quite a big thing. Right, let's cut to future me with a microphone so you can hear the beautiful sounds of this Martin OM28, which I know I'm going to call Mary. Here we go, don't get upset. Right, see you in the next bit. Here she is. Well, it's been 4 weeks since I shot that video at the beginning, and I'm completely in love with this guitar. Now, I can't remember if I mentioned it in the first clip when I was opening the guitar out the box, the unboxing video, sorry, as YouTubers say. But I have wanted this guitar for 7 years, and I was saying this to someone recently actually, and they were like, "Why have you waited 7 years to get it?" And I was like, "Well, they're quite expensive." They're expensive guitars, that's why, you know. And I'm so in love with it. It's ridiculous. Now, I will say what was quite hard was that over Christmas, when I got it, last week, so it's the 12th of January today, right? And I only really started playing it properly last week, because over Christmas I played it for 20 minutes here, or 10 minutes here, or another 20 minutes here, or maybe half an hour here. It was with the madness of Christmas, as I'm sure you're all aware, and if you've got a little one or little ones, it's manic. And then my little boy got ill, my wife got ill, then I got ill. It's been crazy, but I'm now kind of playing it a lot more now, and it's just got that sound. And what I mean by that sound, the mecca for me, the ultimate acoustic guitar tone, is Eric Clapton's Unplugged album. That to me is just one of the best acoustic guitar tones recorded on tape. I'm putting Tommy Emmanuel to the side because he is probably one of the greatest guitar players of all time, and he sounds amazing as whatever he played, you know, a guitar from Argos or insert any catalogue brand from your country. But Eric Clapton's Unplugged tone is just spectacular. And the guitar he used on that was a 00042. Well, predominantly used on that. He used a few guitars on it, but he used a 00042 on that. And this is in that same family, an OM28. And actually, I believe one of Eric's favourite guitars was an OM42 or 45, I think. Could you think of Eric and you think of him in the 00028 kind of thing, or 42 obviously. But the OM is in that world. But for me, it's the neck. The neck's a little is more rounded, and with the 28s, they're a bit more of a V. Well, actually, a lot more of a V. I think that's why Clapton likes it so much. But when I've been playing this, I've been like,
this is the sound, you know. Obviously, I don't sound like Eric Clapton, you know, obviously. But saying that, I don't want to sound like Eric Clapton. I want to sound like me. But it's getting me in that world when I play this, you know. And I've never got it, you know, certainly from the acoustics I have in my collection, which I know are great. They're dear friends. But this is just a whole other league. Now, I should say, getting this, you know, obviously when you saw the unboxing, that was the first time I saw the guitar. And I did kind of go against everything I always say, when people ask me about getting a guitar and advice, I always say, play the guitar first, make sure you play the guitar. And I didn't with this. As I'll be transparent, you know, I did get a little bit of a discount in getting this. As I mentioned earlier, these are very expensive guitars. Even with the discount, still expensive. I had to sell a guitar, and I've been saving for ages and put birthday money towards it, as I mentioned. But I didn't get to play the guitar, so I was like, will I love it? And I do, absolutely. But I thought, let me just double check something, because I've had an itch in my head about a D28, and I went to Guitar, which isn't far from me in Epsom, and they didn't have any OMs in, but they had the John Mayer signature, which is kind of like this but different. Now, I played the John Mayer one before, and if I'm honest, I'm not a massive fan of it. I much prefer this, but it's got the same scale length, which I'll talk about in a second. So I thought, I've got something to compare, rough idea, you know, and play the John Mayer one in there. It was one of those, that new one he did, the kind of grey one, and played a D28, and I was like, oh, this is nice, and I was preferring it over the John Mayer one, to be honest. But then I played this D18, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is really, really nice. And with the D18, I wanted to strum it all the time, and with this, now this is, I mean, obviously I'm not mic'd up properly in this instant. It sounds lovely strums, but for me it even sounds even nicer when you're playing with your fingers with this guitar, and also when you're doing kind of lead kind of stuff. And with the D18, I just wanted to play chords and just strum, you know, which is equally amazing as well. And I was a little bit like, oh my goodness, which one do I go for? I kind of like both, and I want both, you know. But I was speaking to my good mate Steve, who, as you saw in if you saw my recent video, I think buying it, I can't remember what I called it now, but it was with the PRS guitar. And I'll put a tag here. But I've known Steve about 6 years. And as I mentioned, I wanted this for 7 years. And I was talking to him about it, and he said, look, Mike, as long as I've known you, you've gone on about an OM28. Stick to your guns, get the OM28. And I did. And I'm so happy I did. But I will say that D18 was absolutely lovely as well. So at some point down the road, I think I will probably get a D18 and then my Martin fix is done, you know what I mean? An OM28 and a D18, you know. Now here I am saying I finally got my dream Martin. I'm talking about another one. But it's a bit like, you know, a Stratocaster and a Telecaster, both amazing, both do their own things really well, you know what I mean? But yeah, so that was my only, I was a little bit, I don't want to say skeptical, just a little bit, oh, am I going to love it? You know, getting out the box, and I really did, you know. The one thing I've been annoyed with myself about is that I have been babying it a little bit, and I'm not used to that with my guitars. I was with my old Gibson 345 I got. I was like, and I still am to a little extent, but I've been leaving it in its case because acoustics are so much more temperamental than electric guitars, aren't they? And I've been so worried like the action will change or there'd be some bump or lump or something. So I've been, after finished playing it, I put it back in the case, and I've got some that packaging stuff, what's it called? I've forgotten the name of it now, but I've got that in the case with it to kind of help with the humidity and all that kind of stuff. And it's been really cold here in England at the moment. I know compared to many other countries it's nothing, but you know, the other night it was like -5. It's been really nippy, hence a scarf. It's been really cold. So I've been really worried and just babying it, I think, a little bit too much, because I don't like leaving guitars in cases. I like it being out and I can just play it. But I think, because I haven't done a gig with this yet. You know what I mean? She hasn't earned her keep yet, actually. This is so, I'm very much looking forward to, though, you know, doing many gigs with this, recording of it, putting many, many hours of playtime into this guitar, because it's just fantastic. It really is. Of course, with all new guitars, they need to be broken in, and, you know, back to what I was saying about babying it, you know, I mean, it sounds amazing now, and, you know, I can only imagine how amazing it's going to sound over the coming months, and, you know, over the next 6 months to the next year on onwards. Because I think a guitar, you do want to break a guitar in, depends how much you play it, obviously, but I think a good 4 to 6 months and it's like, okay, there, it's broken in now. But that said, I mean, oh man. Now, very annoyingly, for the last 10 minutes, I've been talking to the camera and I didn't realise the camera stopped because my SD card would fall. So I've got to try and remember what I was saying. But I was talking about, I believe, what was last recorded about how, you know, a guitar needs to break in. I think I was saying, you know, but yeah, it's going to be put to work a lot. So over the coming, you know, months and years onwards, she's going to be broken in. But I think, as I may have mentioned, 4 to 6 months, I think, depending on how much you play the guitar. But I mean, like I say, she sounds spectacular now. So I only can dream how amazing she's going to sound. I'll do a follow-up video on this in like 18 months time, and let's talk about it then. In case you want to know the specs a little bit, it's a spruce top and a beautiful Indian rosewood back and sides. Oh, it's just stunning. Ebony fingerboard, tortoise shell pick guard, the lovely Martin open tuners, the beautiful herringbone binding. And it's got the LR bags pickups in this. So this is the OM28E, but it's got the LR bags pickup in it. Now I have not plugged it in yet, but I have played guitars before with the LR bags pickup in the acoustic, and they sound spectacular. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing how this is going to sound. I only can imagine it's going to sound incredible. I'll be very surprised if it's anything other than incredible. But yeah, looking forward to hearing it, you know, when I play it on stage and whatnot. And it's got a bone nut as well. So I just looked at the nut. Now, I don't name all my guitars, but this guitar is called Mary. And the meaning behind that is that not long before Christmas, November, my very, 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 very dear grandmother passed away. And she was 92, what an amazing age. But still, you know, no matter what the age, isn't it? It's still hard when you lose someone you love. But her name was Joan, but I called her Mary. It was a nickname I called her for 20 odd years, you know. And as I said at her funeral, I did a speech and said I don't even know where it came from, but I just called her Mary. Very rarely called her Grandma or Nan. If anything, it was Grandma Mary. And it was around about that time that I finally had saved up funds to put towards getting this guitar, and she had passed, you know, during it. And I thought, you know what? No matter what the guitar is, and it's a beauty, I'll be naming the guitar in honour of my very much missed Mary. And so yeah, I think of her all the time anyway, but you know, it's kind of a nice fitting tribute. And she gave me some birthday money towards it as well, actually. So yeah, so this is for and is Mary. Anyway, hopefully you've been enjoying this this video of me just getting giddly excitement over a new guitar. I think it's very apparent. I like it. And like I say, just looking forward to making noise with it and putting it to work. And hopefully you get to see it if you get to see me on a gig or something, you know. I do gig a lot, but I haven't done any solo, you know, original music for a while and gigging it. So I think maybe I should. Maybe I should this year, you know. Electric and acoustic. But yeah, so keep an eye out. And if you don't already, follow me on Spotify. People never know that I've got music on Spotify, so there you go, check me out. But I hope you're very good and well. And again, so happy. And I don't think I mentioned it, but I just want to say as well, a big thank you to Lynn at Martin and also to Mark at Westside for helping sort this out for me. Thank you very much. And absolutely love it. Anyway, I've been Mike Bradley, you've been you. Thanks for your love and support, and I'll see you next video. Mike Bradley and Mary signing out. Bye.